friends, in this video I'm going to share a novel that took my reading level a novel which took my reading level from beginner to intermediate, and this video will help you to remove your reading barriers. Let's talk about first novel. The novel is this. The novel name is How I Taught My Grandmother to Read, and the author name is Sudha Murthy. Sudha Murthy has several novels, and all the novels comes under this type of novel. Such as you could see the thickness of this novel, the appearance of this novel, thickness and the appearance. Okay, so let's talk about the category. So this novel does not come under beginner level and also does not come under intermediate level. It's somewhere in the between. So you can learn, and you could see the text is quite easy to understand. So why this novel took my reading level to from beginner to intermediate, let's discuss. This novel is easy to read. So the text, the pictures, everything is quite easy to understand. And as I mentioned that this is not for beginners and not for intermediate, so it is very easy to understand, very interesting. So this is the first novel which I started to learn when I started learning English. So I started with this novel, and this novel, to be honest, helped me very much to understand English text. But now I can, if I want to read any newspaper or any other text, I can understand, except the scientific part, the formula parts, right? Because these all types of data only that particular student or professional will be able to read. However, I'm just talking about the general things. If you are reading any biography or accept any fictional books, novels, so if you read this book, this will definitely help you to improve your English and reading level. Let's talk about what role this reading plays in terms of learning English. So we have, as far as I have this formula. We have 4 things to understand, learn in order to learn any particular language. First is 2 inputs and 2 outputs. The input one is listening and reading. The input one is listening and reading. The output one is writing and speaking. So if you are listening to, you are enjoying shows and listening to songs, correct? So when it comes to reading, when you read something, you are creating many pictures in your mind. Means you are actually paying attention. The moment you will read a lot, you will be able to figure out, okay, how to say this thing in English, right? For example, if you want to say बारिश हो रही है, you don't know how to say बारिश हो रही है, how to say in English. So in English we have a different way to speak this sentence, like it is raining today, it was raining today. We use it, right? So this is how I got to know, okay, this is how we describe when it's raining outside. So when you read any novel or read a lot of text, you will be able to recognize, okay, how to say certain things in English. So the reading is very, very, very important. I don't consider the listening part. Listening part plays also a huge role. However, if you want to speak English and write, so reading would be the first place to go for. First read a lot, then you could start listening news and shows and movies, normal movies and all. Means I'm not talking about romantic movies and all. I'm just talking about just general helpful educational movies and news you could watch in English. So this will also help you. However, the reading part is very, very, very important if you want to improve your English. Okay, let's talk about the technique which I follow when it comes to reading. So when we read something, we don't know so many new words, right? We came across so many new words. So if we are reading one page and then there are 5 words which I don't know, and you start searching here and there, it just take away the fun of reading. Just do one thing, the technique which I follow, I don't bother to understand or find the meaning. I just read and I try to guess the meaning. I try to guess the meaning. Okay, as per the context, as per this page story, the meaning could be this and this and this. And then second time I read the same page or a same chapter, if I fail to understand that particular word, so what I do, I in the second session I search for that word. I search for that word I understand, and then I start reading it. Then after learning these new words, I read that particular page or chapter more than 2 times, right? Because if you are reading more than 2 times, then only you will be able to understand that particular word, then only you will be able to build up your vocabulary. So as you know that if you are doing something repeatedly, then you will be able to understand, learn anything, right? This is how you will create neurons on your brain, correct? One more time, I would like to emphasize this, that if you actually want to build up your vocabulary, want to learn English, you need to do something repeatedly. For example, if you're reading, you might need to read a particular one chapter more than thrice or 5 times or 4 times if you want to understand the actually context and understand the word and usage of that word. So next time if you came across a situation and you understand that okay, how to say this, so automatically you will be able to pick up that one new word which you have learned from that particular novel, and you will be surprised. Okay, so this is how I am learning. You will be, when you do something repeatedly, what happens, you start observing small things, right? So this is how I would like, this is why I'm emphasizing this, that you should do things repeatedly. If it is come to speaking, so same goes to speaking. If you want to speak in English, if you want to improve your speaking part, you have to speak a lot. It means you're repeating yourself, right? So same goes to English reading part. If you want to learn reading, want to build up this reading comprehension skill, you have to read a lot and more than twice, thrice or 4 times. Okay, let's talk about reading in this way. So as you are not worrying about words, anything, so you will start enjoying the book, right? You are reading and you are just getting the context of the books, and the next time you will be able to pick up a novel easily, as it is not kind of a task, you are just enjoying. So this is how, if you will just don't care about new words in one go in the first reading session, so you will start reading and enjoying that particular novel or book. And reading one time will give you insights of that particular chapter, one time reading. And then if you are reading that particular chapter more than once, then that understanding of that one chapter will help you to understand future chapters of any novel or any textbook. So this is how a reading works. You have to actually read more than twice, then only you will be able to understand future chapters or the next chapters of a particular novel. Okay, in terms of closing thoughts, try out this technique, and hopefully this worked for me, and definitely this will work for you as well. If you have any other way, if you found any other new way to actually learn faster, I actually build up your reading skill to higher level, do let me know in the comment box. And I just want to mention that I am beginner in YouTube. If I make any mistake, if you found any improvement areas, please do let me know in the comment section. And if you want to watch my latest videos, you could click here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.